Alright guys, Gourley's here, and I am back on the rack. Things have been changing around here for me. There's already 3 on the screen that you can probably see. I added grass here in the area. I'm wearing full diamond, and I've added fence posts. I added grass here, just so it kind of pop it. It'd look a little bit better than the fence posts, so I made this a little bit better looking, a little bit more like a farm. I switched over to diamonds because the iron was just getting too costly for me, and the diamonds were cheaper to get with all the villagers. And the reason that I added these fence posts in here is because in 1.7 they're going to be updating it to where zombies can, our baby zombies can jump up in there and attack the villagers. It's something that I had to test out during the snapshot to see. And when I added a fence post, you're still able to trade, but their pathfinding doesn't allow them to jump up there currently. So right now this is a fixed, and when I tried to add fence gates, it just became too difficult because you're always trying to open it. So those are the small things on the screen that I've added, and I've added quite a few other larger things around here, and one of them is right here. I don't know what to call it, but currently I'm just calling it the ice box. Pretty much what happens is there is a skylight to some water, and there's 2 sets of pistons up there. There's a sticky set that's always out. Oh, there it goes. And it will pull back the ice, and the set above is just regular pistons. All the rest of them are regular pistons. Just that row right there is sticky pistons. It will push the ice down, and then this wall will push it over. First it will fill up the first row, and then it will just go down as the ice fills. But I like this because it was an easy build, and you get a ton of ice really quick. The only thing that it requires is just a lot of time. I had a clear inventory of ice when I started this, so we'll just see how much this gets. It is fairly quick, which is nice. I do have to be careful though with an efficiency pick. I can't reach the pick that I left here for everyone to use. It does get dark in here also. With how efficient this is, I did decide in the decoration to add, oops, see, there we go, there's the floor. To add a chest here. Let's get the other pick. See, this is a little bit slower, but we won't knock out the floor. Too slow for my taste on a video. We're going to lose a lot of it down on the floor there. So this is one thing that I've been working on. I tried using all blue wool on this build to make it look good for ice, but it just ended up looking like a huge block. Yeah, inside is a huge block, but it's not really what I was going for. I wasn't going for one plain look. So that's why I used the birch wood. Has a nice white in it. And then I used lapis and 2 different colors of blue wool. So. And then this wood right here is jungle wood. I had originally tried spruce, but it just seemed too dark in here since there's no light. Get the skylight during the day, but that's about it. And well, there's this light in the floor now. So we got quite a few stacks of ice. I don't think I got it all. So this thing is working out great currently. So if anybody needs to come here and get ice, come on over. Let's fix the floor right there. I've added a tree chandelier. Oops, wrong chest now. That's what I'm calling it right now. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's basically like the top of a tree upside down on the checkerboard ceiling. Let's grab these stairs before I forget real quick. And these chicken faces are exactly what you might think they are. It's a chicken farm. I had to move the old one. This one is cooked, and this one is raw, just like the face represents. and then the feathers are filtered out of both of them into that chest. I ran into an issue on the other farm, the other chicken farm. I went caving and came back, and there were 900 chickens in the top breeding cell. So I had to go in there and kill them. I got a lot of experience and a lot of items from that, which was good. But it made me realize that there was a large problem with the design. I need to fix that. I just put in this chandelier thing with the roof, so I'm trying to get used to it. This chicken thing I had done a day or two ago. I think I completely finished it. And this was a long project because I had to go get more and more iron. Let's go take a look at it real quick. I'll turn my sound completely off so you guys don't have to listen to that. Because there are quite a few chickens back here. Not a ton, but just a few will get loud. And with the redstone. This is what I had come up with for firing the eggs. Because above here is the adults. It'll pick it up, or you can add into the chest. And what I was running into is if you threw in stacks and stacks, it would only fire one, and then it would keep this powered. And you would just end up with stacks and stacks in the dispenser. So this is the redstone I come up with. The same type of idea as with the wheat farm, but I used a repeater to repeat the signal to full strength. And then it comes around over here and it goes into the side of the comparator, and it will depower the hopper because the signal coming out is stronger than the signal going in. So if you put loads and loads in there, it will keep turning it off and on without having to have a clock. It's just kind of a makeshift clock. And then this will extend firing it. So that's what I have for firing the eggs, and then the normal drowning them, and over there is burning them. But from the chest that picks up the remains, I always get stuff stuck in there from building. One side will filter out the raw chicken, and the other side will filter out the feathers. And then this is where it gets fairly ugly from here, because I have both sides that filter down into one area. So basically, in the middle of both ones, they filter the feathers in and then down the line, and then the chickens. But this allows for a lot of extra storage, because there's just chests and chests. So hopefully we never fill this up, but we may someday. So it's not as confusing as it looks. It's a simple filter over here, and then I don't even know what to call this. Almost like it just guarantees that the dispenser will dispense one in every single one that you throw in there without having to worry about it. So that is the chicken farm. This floor originally was going to be the ceiling, but I decided to put in that tree chandelier so that everyone remembers when they come in who worked on it, because there will be a tree first thing when they walk in here. So that's some of the stuff that I've been working on around here. Is the ice, the tree farm, and the chickens. Which the chickens I spent quite a bit of time just because I was kind of just messing around with the chickens, and I didn't measure anything out, so I had to move it up once after I built the whole thing, which was a pain. And then the ice tray, I gave myself a lot more time than I thought I needed. So I was pretty surprised. That's why I spent a lot of time on the decorating. And then here's the shutoff valve for it. So let's go back here and take a look, see what's going on with this redstone. It is the same clock as I've used at a lot of farms. And that lever will just turn this off because the signal will be stronger than going in. But really you don't need to shut off because I've just let it run. And if you use obsidian in certain spots, the pistons can't push it. So actually what I have down there is not the optimal size. I used a little bit of obsidian to block it from going down any further. But all the redstone goes down there. And that's what controls the wall. Let's see if I can get down here. Oops. Didn't want to break that one. Need to be careful with this water sometimes. So it's just redstone torches all the way. Repeaters just powering the block for the bottom one, and then redstone torches for each one after that. So if I can do this, yeah. I don't know why I said that way later. Nope, I can't get out of here. Here we go. Alright. Let me turn my sound back on. Feels very weird playing without sound. Alright, so that's what I have going on over there. And then over here, it just inverts the signal so that one's always on and one's off. And then pulls it back, pushes it down almost instantly so that the water doesn't have a chance to flow. And under where I'm standing right now is a bunch of source blocks. So when it does fill up and that entire row becomes ice, the row behind it is still source blocks and then one off to the side. So when it pulls back, all these will become source blocks and be able to be frozen also. Because running water cannot freeze. That's why I had extra blocks, because I took these ones also. And a few other things that I've been doing is I have been visiting various people. One of the people I visited was EB, and let's go take a look at that right now. Okay. Alright, so we are going to place, all that, just for some floating sand. Floating sand. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm definitely having connection issues. So what I'm going to do is I am really going to make this quick. It seems like I only have connection issues when I try and record. So we're gonna leave a little note for EB again, and then I'll clean up the mess off camera. No big deal. Alright guys, I'm really starting to get annoyed. My internet connection just keeps going out. So let's try this one more time. Hey, I actually kept this time. Good, I don't have to rewrite this again. Alright, so Magic Castle is I think what I put. Gonna have to hack that up. Alright guys, as you saw, I did build a nice little sand castle for him. I was having horrible internet connections at that time, so it was a pretty bad sand castle, to be brutally honest. And then I also went to go visit Chill and Alchemy to kind of egg them on, because they were talking in the past that they were going to prank me for what I did to them. So maybe one day they will. I think they might be a little bit scared. Don't really know what to do to me, so they're just kind of hiding out, kind of just like this, away from everything. But that's fine. And then let's take a little journey to kind of show you guys one thing that a lot of people complain about for no good reason. Let's throw all this stuff away. And that is, yes, Silk Touch. What we need, and Aqua Affinity Respiration. One thing that a lot of people seem to complain about is, I'll just use what I have, is the fact that number one, clay is rare, and number two, oceans are too large. But I've been using a lot of clay around here, and I still have quite a bit more, and that was just from going out for a few minutes. So let's put these two complaints together, and we'll fix that problem for everyone. I'll cut till I get to the ocean. Alright guys, I'm back at the ocean, and I would say the four most important items for doing this is the Aqua Affinity Respiration Helmet. You don't need it, but it sure makes it a lot easier. A door, preferably wooden, some type of axe to cut the door with, and a shovel. I use the Silk Touch just so I get the full item and I don't have to rebuild them into clay blocks at all. And I use the wooden door so when I'm at the bottom of the ocean floor, I can drop it and get some air. So pretty much, there must be a spawner or something. It's fairly simple. You just go pick up the clay blocks down here. No one ever misses them because no one looks for anything in the ocean. And if you have a nice shovel, it's really quick. Oops, picking up some sand also. And then if you don't have a really nice helmet, that's what the door is for. It's also, if you do have a nice one, you find a nice pocket. So you can go pick up all the clay that you'll ever need, and then just hide in the door to get more air, and bingo bango, bango, problem solved. So that's one way to fight everyone's complaints. There is a spider spawner right here, I'm almost certain. 8832476. I'm curious, maybe one day I'll come back to that, but it's fairly simple. You can't really throw ender pearls because water does seem to affect them some. So this is how I've been getting a lot of clay really quick. So that's one way to think about this game, guys, is to just kind of look at what everyone complains about and then just think, why do they really complain about it? What's really there? So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it,